Are you thinking of launching a business you would like to take your startup global? Now is the time at your startup phase to truly create a memorable, powerful brand to help drive your business. Hi, I'm Jonas, and together with the Ultimise team, we've put together 8 do's and don'ts for developing dope global brands. Let's go through this quickly. Number 1, do keep it brief. A good brand should have no more than 4 syllables, and if you can keep it to 2 or 3, that's even better. As we see in these fantastic, iconic examples, Google, 2 syllables, Adidas, 3 syllables, Skype, 1 syllable, and our team has developed a brand called Susnova, from sustainable innovation. Very meaningful, but limited to 3 syllables. The next one is do keep it simple. Simple and straightforward, easy to remember, easy to pronounce. A case study that's often brought up in marketing studies is Kodak. This was one of the first times a whole new name was created based on the principle that Kodak could be easily remembered, easily pronounced anywhere in the world. And you've also got an Asian clothing brand, Uniqlo. Unique clothing, Uniqlo. Or, of course, Pepsi, yet another iconic global brand. Do make it meaningful. Simple, yes, but meaningful. Reinforce your message, your product, your organization in your brand, and have a brand story. Like Netflix, a new word that was created from 2 words. Or Instagram, they wanted to communicate a classic brand, so they combined probably Instamatic and Telegram, 2 old things that became a new thing in the form of Instagram. Minecraft, a mining game using special crafts. And our team has also developed a brand called Plastolix. It's an industrial system for converting plastic to fuel. Plastic, all, X for industry or innovation. And do make it universal. Brands should function anywhere in the world. If you expand into Asia, can the local people say the name of your brand? Well, we've got that happening with Dell or Toyota or Coca-Cola. These are very long-lasting brands that work anywhere in the world because most people in the world can say them easily and remember them easily as well. Do make it local. Yes, it has to be universal, but it also has to work in your primary market. It has to work local. It has to translate locally to your core market. Not great examples of that here. For example, the Ford Pinto wouldn't sell in South America. Well, that's because Pinto means small genitals. Sorry guys. I'm from Sweden, we have IKEA, and they developed this workbench called fartful. But in English, well, I don't think I have to explain it further. But even down in the States, they seem to have some kind of a thing about this because pass more gas and propane, pass more gas, not exactly a great brand. Could have done with a bit of advice in that case. Don't be commonplace. Create a brand that you can fully own that is unique. There's a lot of cases where people use very common words and terms to make their brand. That's understandable, but in today's age, with so many new brands, so many new startups, so many companies, it's not a good idea to use commonplace names because it will be very hard for you to show up in Google search if you do. If you use a word like Green Hills, well, chances are there's someone else that's used it. Or success, wealth, health, these things are very commonly used. It's very hard to own that brand if you use a common term. Or smart, another big hit. And if you don't believe me, here's the facts. 72% of the world's top brands use unique, original, made-up names as their brand. And don't use alphabet soup. No matter what anybody says, just don't do it. I actually searched the letters BS, and sure enough, there's a company called BS Company. STD Express? Probably not a good idea. Over in Britain, they've even done it too. BAD, bad? Bad, healthy skin for all? Not a great idea. UN, how on earth are you going to compete with the United Nations? Just come up with something unique and different. And finally, please, don't plagiarize, don't copy. Have pride in your brand. Create something memorable, something unique, something that's you, something communicates, and that's powerful, ready to go global. And if you need a partner in your process of creating a brand, we here at Ultimise are well positioned to do that for you. See you next time.